for the Mets. 9 bases on balls in 8 games.
Alvarez clubs one to deep left field, and forget that. Francisco Alvarez strikes again. He homers for the 2nd straight game, his 5th of the year, to get the Mets on the board. So Alvarez showing off the power again. 3-run homer Wednesday night that tied the game, and now he gets the Mets' first run of this game with a well-struck home run.
It's the two-seamer that he runs in, but it never did have any run on it. Quick bat from Alvarez, and he's starting to heat up with the long ball.
It's 5 home runs and 79 at bats. That's pretty good pace.
Yep.
That's a Gary Sanchez kind of a home run pace. Back when Sanchez was hitting 30 a year. 0-1 to Nimmo, and he swings at the high fastball, and it's 0-2.
I mean, the ball just stayed true inside, and after all the pitches he's faced inside, including the one hit by pitch, he was ready.
And Nimmo goes down another high fastball. 2-2 coming, and it's lined toward the middle, base hit. Around third comes Lindor. He'll come in to score. Jeff McNeil with a 2-out RBI hit. The Mets have played it a couple here in the 5th. It's now 5-2 Cleveland.
Well, you saw it in the Tampa Bay series. This never say die offense of the Mets now making their comeback as Carl Willis, pitching coach, comes out. Let's take a look at the swing. Fought off a real tough pitch and then caught a high changeup. And just stayed level on that high pitch. Good contact. Served it into center field. And of course Lindor at second with 2 outs on the run and scores easy. So Quantrill certainly has not been the same since Canna hit him with the comebacker.
Gets a couple of runs in that 5th inning. Brett Baty leading off in the home 6th, and he flies one out to left field. That's hit pretty deep. Back goes Quan near the wall. It's out of here. Brett Baty goes the other way for his 4th home run of the year. And the Mets creep a little closer. It's now 5-3. The rookies with the long ball. Alvarez in the 5th, now Baty in the 6th. And the Mets have sliced 3 runs off what was once a 5-0 deficit.
Well, the first time to have Alvarez, Baty, and Vientos in the lineup together, and 2 of them have gone deep. This one, a great shot to left field by Brett Baty.
Starling Marte flies one to center. Straw is right there waiting for it. 1 out.
See the contact. You have the stance, the contact right out. Hit, you know, he waited on that ball late, almost at the plate before he delivered that blow. And that's why he hit it to left field. That fastball from Quantrill.
Quickly. Big pitch now for Nagosic. And it's lined to center field. Nimmo coming on, reaches down to make the catch, tagging at third, trying to score is Brennan, and now he tries to go back, and Alvarez has him in the rundown. Baty makes the tag, double play. Are you kidding me? Terrific play by Nimmo, terrible base running by Brennan, and the Mets turn 2.
Well, sometimes you got to challenge a hitter and just hope something good happens. And boy, this is the best gift you could ever be given. Challenged him with a 3-1 fastball. Rosario was all over it. Right to Nimmo. The problem with Brennan is he did not tag right away. So then he tried to hustle back to third and get started, and he could never get it started enough. And that's why he stopped.
And the Mets ran the rundown quick enough so the other runners couldn't move up.
See, he never tagged. Too late he tags, and by that time he felt like he wasn't in the right place to score. Probably wasn't, but just an ugly play when you stop halfway on a sacrifice fly.
And Mike Sarbaugh is the third base coach, and I'm not sure what information Brennan was getting from him.
There's no information there. When a ball is hit like that deep to center field, you're on your own, bro.
Well,
just get back and take home.
And Pete flies one to right field. Back goes Brennan to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here! A game-tying grand slam from Pete Alonso. Oppo salami, and it's 7-7. Third career grand slam for Pete Alonso. He's homered in 4 straight games for the second time in his career. His 71st home run at Citi Field, tying him with Lucas Duda for the Citi Field record. What a moment. All of a sudden on this homestand, the Mets have become the kings of the long ball.
The kings of the long ball to come back in games. When Pete goes, this Mets team goes. Simple as that.
As was the case on Wednesday night against the Rays. It was the kids who got it started. Alvarez homered in the 5th. Baty homered in the 6th. Alonso with a grand slam in the 7th, and the Mets have come from 5 runs down to get this game even. Now Baty, who delivered the first home run, his first career opposite field home run, that came in the 6th. And Karinchak misses high, ball 1.
Well, the ability to sit on those breaking balls and not swing at them and then get a pitch to hit. It's supposed to be up and in. It was dead central, did not try to pull it. Pete has power anywhere.
And the curveball drops in for a strike to Baty.
Now 6 home runs given up by Karinchak this year in under 20 innings pitched.
3 runs charged to Henches. Carrasco off the hook. Karinchak having trouble throwing strikes, and look at the reaction by Alonso. Did the full twist. Clase, just 25 years old. That's up the middle. Vientos has a base hit. That'll bring in Baty to cut the Guardians' lead to 1 run. It's now 9-8, and the tying run is on first. So Baty, with his first hit of the night, drives in a run. It's now 9-8.
Well, halfway there. You know you're going to get something on the outside part of the plate. Very aggressive like he was in his first AB, Vientos, and gets himself his first base hit tonight.
Now Daniel Vogelbach is going to bat for Mark Canha. Alvarez digging in. 0-2 from Clase, and a ground ball toward the hole. Base hit around third. Escobar, he heads for the plate. The throw by Quan goes to the backstop. The game is tied. Alvarez down to second. It's 9-9. Never say die week for the New York Mets. Alvarez on an 0-2 pitch found the hole, and we're tied again.
Well, this is why Clase has blown some saves this year. Bad pitch, left down and in with that cutter, trying to go away off the plate, and Ramirez couldn't get to it. Hustled by Escobar, and do not forget the stolen base by Escobar that put him in a position to tie this game.
Now the winning run at second for Nimmo, and he takes a cutter for a strike at 101 miles an hour.
Growth, patience.
By the way, a terrible throw by Quan, allowing Alvarez to go to second. He had no chance to throw at Escobar. So you knew it was going to come down to this. Lindor with a chance to be the hero against his old team. Nimmo runs in a slide, base hit, and the Mets win it! Lindor against Cleveland gets the winning hit, and the Mets win 10-9. Oh, wow! a tremendous week of baseball these New York Mets have put on. Down 5-0 to begin this game. Alonso with the grand slam to tie it. Down 2 runs in the 10th for the second time in 3 days. And again, they come back to win. And it's Lindor in his first ever game against Cleveland who comes through with the game-winning hit.
Jumps all over the first pitch. Another cutter that found the middle of the plate. Strong enough to just get this past Andres Jimenez. And after the infield hit from Nimmo, Alvarez, big at bat earlier, scores a run. So the babies and the veterans get the job done here in the 10th inning. Baty scores a run. Vientos with a base hit. Escobar with a stolen base. Alvarez with a base hit, and now Lindor to end it.
We talked about it earlier tonight, how long the Mets lineup looks all of a sudden, and they need every bit of length tonight to win this game, their biggest comeback victory of the season. And it's the former Cleveland shortstop who comes through with the game-winning hit in the bottom of the 10th after the Mets came off the mat again. Big hits by Vientos and Alvarez, and ultimately Lindor, who's standing by with Steve Gelb. Steve?
That one's not coming back. Mets get on the board. 5th home run for 21-year-old Francisco Alvarez.
Comes right down. There's the fastball, but he didn't get it in. And it went right to the barrel of that bat. He gave it a ride. Hit it a ton. Good swing. Alvarez gets him on the board.
Back to the top of the order, and Brandon Nimmo. Base hit. McNeil drives home the Mets' second run here in the 5th inning. And it's 5-2.
Well, they tried to come. They came back with their own 2-out lightning in this inning to answer that one that the Guardians put on the board. The Lindor double. This pitch elevated, and this guy's got a short swing, but he stayed on it. Look at how much he's choking up. That bat he uses. And McNeil gets his 15th RBI. Makes it a 5-2 ball game now.
Looks like he's swinging a tree branch.
Yeah, I mean, that's. I haven't seen any of our guys using any of those bats yet. Uh-oh.
Deep left field. Back goes Quan. Look it up. It's gone. Brett Baty with an opposite field blast. His 4th home run of the year. And the Mets keep clawing their way closer. It's now 5-3.
I tell you, that was a really nice swing, man. And that went a long way. Quan stopped running right off the bat. And these guys, I think the left-handers are starting to look for something away and watch him stay on it. Boy, he let that ball track deep, and that has some good velocity to it. So Cal supplied the power, and he put a good swing on it. And he will hit his 4th home run.
Shrink the strike zone. Look for your pitch. He does, and lines it into center field. What a catch by Nimmo. Tagging, and then almost Brennan got caught. Oh, no. They've got him in a rundown, and they'll tag him out to execute a critical double play.
That's Brennan's fault. I don't know what he was thinking. I mean, anytime the ball's hit in the air from third, you just got to go back to third base and go. And then he just stopped. You got to continue on. Even though that ball short hopped and the catcher came out and did a nice job of picking it up. See, then he got stuck.
I think Sarbaugh was maybe trying to tell him to go back or to stop, because it looked like he was
Sarby definitely told him to
bolting
stop.
and then jammed on the brakes and was kind of
If we have a shot at Serby, you can see he ran down the line.
Well, then that's what you do. I mean, once you see the throw come from the outfield, if you see it's going to be a nice throw or one hop, you've got to stop and get back as a base runner. They go over that before everything is hit, I'm sure. But that is a big double play ball right there.
He got caught in no man's land when the ball was in the air.
Yes.
And then compounded.
But you see, when you're on third base,
right?
I mean, you don't worry about getting a lead in that situation. You got to stay close to the bag, because when it's in the air, you're automatically going back. So he was rushing back to tag to get off. And then that's what happened. He got caught in between. You can't do that. Couldn't throw it for a strike, though. He wanted to make sure he kept it inside.
Brennan back. Goodbye.
Boy, that did not take long, did it?
Pete Alonso has now homered in 4 straight games, and that grand slam has tied the game and has brought this crowd to its feet.
That 17th homer leads all of baseball. They turned the momentum around and gave it right back. And that's the big boy territory out there, going right central. And he loves that pitch down.
The normally reliable Guardians bullpen. They came in with the 3rd best ERA as a group in all of Major League Baseball. But they have coughed it up here in the 7th, surrendering 4 runs, and it's a brand new ball game. Right back up the middle and through. It's a 1-run game. Baty scores. It's 9-8, and the tying run is at first. Vientos with his first hit of the night. His 2nd hit since he got the call up.
There's that little cutter. Takes it right back up the middle. Base hit. Oh, Vogelbach.
We'll get a pinch hitter now for Mark Canha. And we'll get a pinch runner for Mark Vientos. Strike away for Cleveland. Bouncing ball in the hole. Tie game. And now the winning run is into scoring position. Francisco Alvarez, the 21-year-old kid, down to his last strike, bangs one through the hole on the left side and ties the game for New York again.
Well, there is no quit in this Mets team. Juan said, I got to try and throw it all the way in there. He's just going to round and go to second base. So they're back to the top of the lineup, and we have a new ball game.
Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. Lindor with a chance to win it, and he does.
Well, Lindor wastes no time here. He gets that little cutter on the inside part of the plate. It gets through the hole. That'll be a walk-off against his former team. And boy, they just kept coming back all night long. Once it gets through, there's the winning run. This is a tough one here for the Guardians.
Oh, I don't think there's any sugarcoating it. This is the worst loss of the year to this point.
No doubt. And it happened with Clase on the mound again.
Some soul searching tonight in the Big Apple. Guardians Live is next.